Yo, hold on now. Is it starting? Let me see. Um, looks like we're here. Hold on, let me see. Um, I'm trying to see if the damn it. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to see where the chat is at. It's all good, but I'm streaming and yeah, we are here. Didn't think I was gonna get to this point, but I'm about to start streaming now, man. And this is honestly long overdue. Um, Now I'm here to talk about the the Thunderbolts. Now this is not gonna be any spoilers or anything, but this movie was amazing. I already did a review for it. I wanted to see if I can see the chat. I don't even know if anybody's even in here, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to do it anyway. But this is my final thoughts about the Thunderbolts. I know a lot of people have not seen it yet because it comes out today officially. Um, there's a lot that happened in this film for sure, and it's a lot that I enjoyed about the film. The film was it had a lot of heart, and I going into this film, I knew what to expect by the reviews and everything. The reviews and how people were talking about the film going into it. I knew I was in for something special. I just didn't know what it was gonna be. But what it gave me it gave me hope. I'll say that in the MCU because I feel like the MCU has been lacking in hope lately. And what I mean by hope, I just mean the lack of direction in what the multiverse saga really is. You know, the lack of a singular story like the Infinity Saga. We knew what the story was gonna be. We knew what everything was leading up to, and we got it. They did it perfectly. They executed it, and I feel like what they've been doing with these past few phases is have a bunch of different storylines, and most of those storylines are not going to be concluded because, especially with the Thor Love and Thunder, I think Hercules showed up in one of the post-credit scenes. I think that's Hercules, wasn't it? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to see him ever again. Um, and honestly, I need them to continue to do what they have been doing with these last two films, Captain America 4 and um what else? Thunderbolts, obviously. What they've done, they've continued to build the world. This is the first time I feel like we are progressing in the MCU as a whole. And the Thunderbolts for sure really progress the MCU. And where everything is leading to, I don't know. But what they showed us in the Thunderbolts film, it has me intrigued to see what's coming next. Um, and Avengers Doomsday, I cannot wait to see it. I just hope the Russo brothers, I hope they handle Sentry right because Sentry was amazing. Let me see. I'm talking and shit. Let me see if people actually can hear me and people actually chatting. Oh shit, that shit's working. Hold on. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I just hope Avengers Doomsday lives up to the hype, and I hope, um, I really hope the Russos handle Sentry right and handle the Thunderbolts right. Um, But this film has a lot of heart. This film, like throughout this film, I didn't really know how to feel about it. I was enjoying it. I wasn't bored at all. Um, it had me on the edge of my seat the whole time, honestly. And I was really intrigued by these characters, especially John Walker, Yelena, obviously. Those two, honestly, I was more into those two, and Sentry, obviously. Red Guardian, he was annoying a few times, but I understand I understand what his deal is, and when they got serious, Red Guardian really showed that he can, he can have serious moments, especially with his daughter Yelena, and that moment right there with those two was amazing. I like that scene with him and Yelena is just so good. Florence Pugh, she is amazing. She's the heart and soul of this film, and I'm glad to see that she is in the MCU. I'm glad the MCU has a star like this, and I feel like we actually have a bunch of new characters that people are going to gravitate towards and really like. Because I feel like a bunch of new characters is really hit or miss with those characters now that they introduced. But honestly, they just need to keep doing what they're doing with the whole MCU as far as right now. And Thunderbolts was just something special. I'll say that for sure, man. I'm not gonna give any spoilers. Obviously, I'm not even sure how long I'm gonna do this shit. I just wanted to test this shit out. But now that I know I can do this, I am gonna do this. Maybe starting next week. Maybe every day. I don't know. If a big trailer drops, I will most definitely get on here and talk about that. I'm gonna do my reaction obviously before I get on here, but I'm just gonna be here, wait to see what trailers drops, and we're gonna get into it, dog. And I'm gonna react to it and gonna post it, and I'm gonna get on stream after that. That's what I'm most likely gonna do. But let's move on to damn, that's not even what I wanted, bro. Hold on. Why did this shit change? I don't get why that changed. Man, that's crazy. But I lost my train of thought. This is my first time doing this, so I don't even know if anybody really watching this shit anyway. But this is the start of a new era, man. I'm going to be doing this from now on, and whoever watching this, we will be doing this. You will be joining me on this journey. So let's see. Let's get into some news so far. Let me see. So apparently Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock are returning for a new romantic thriller. Now, that is great news. Hold on real quick. Let me do this again. Hold on. I'm gonna change it to the. There you go. Let's probably move it right here. Okay, that's perfect. Let me see. Cause this shit getting posted. We gonna have to thug it out right with this right here. But these two are coming back together once again and are in a romantic thriller. Now, it's been a while since I've seen Sandra Bullock in something. Sandra Bullock, the last thing I seen her in, honestly, was that Bird Box movie, that movie that came out on Netflix. She's probably done a bunch of other stuff, but it wasn't really talked about like that, at least to me. But I'm glad that these two come back together. They should have did Speed 2 together, but I don't know why. I don't know why. It probably had to do something with money or something. Let me see. Yeah, it probably had something to do with money. But they're coming back together, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna do very well. Um, and it's gonna be great to see these two do their thing. And Keanu Reeves is just he's changed action for this decade. I feel like with John Wick, because I feel like nowadays people try to replicate the John Wick style of fight scenes and action. Either you're doing that style, or you're doing the over the top Fast and Furious type style of action. I feel like that is where we're at right now. There's no middle point. You either go over the top or you go John Wick type of stuff. Which John Wick is even over the top as well, but there's not too over the top, if you know what I'm saying. But let me see. We got a new look at Avatar. What it's called? Avatar Fire and Ash. Now I already know this film is gonna be fire. I thought we was gonna get a trailer for this week, but they're dropping this right now. That means we're most likely gonna be getting a trailer next week or so, around that time. Because I believe they did show something at CinemaCon for Avatar Fire and Ash, so I believe we're gonna be getting something very soon, and I'm very excited to see what's up. It's gonna be something special, man. James Cameron, he's a mastermind, bro. He can do whatever he want, and it's gonna be lit. Now let's see. GTA 6 has been delayed. We know about that already. I did a video about that, but GTA 6 is delayed, man. And honestly, I already had a feeling about this, and knowing what I know now, knowing what they did with Red Dead Redemption 2, as far as the story mode and everything, but just the way they utilized the Xbox One. Like, what they did on that console was groundbreaking. What they were able to do on that console was groundbreaking. And that's probably the greatest game I've ever played in my life. Honestly, I'm being honest. Red Dead Redemption 2 is the greatest game I've ever played. That was a perfect game, I'll say. Online was trash, but the story mode was perfect. And GTA 6, I don't know about the online, because I feel like they milked it with GTA 5. There's only so much they can do. They can add more heists and stuff like that, but we're just gonna have to wait to see. But with this GTA 6, I mean, I'm excited to play it. I just want to get my hopes up. As far as like the story mode and everything, because the story mode for GTA 5, well, pretty much all the story modes are freaking amazing. I just feel like with this one, it's not gonna live up to the hype, because it's so different now. We're playing as a couple. We're gonna be playing as a female now. I believe you can choose if you want, but I don't know. We just gotta wait and see. But that first trailer, it looked good, but I don't even believe half of that is really how the game is gonna look. You never know. It might be. I don't know, because it looked too good in my opinion. But let's see. Oh yeah, I talked about this. Thunderbolts earns 11.5 million domestically. From Thursday night's previews. I think the Thunderbolts is gonna do very well, because there's a lot of people talking, especially a lot of influencers are talking right now about how good this movie is, and I think this movie has a bright future, and it's going to do very well in theaters for sure. It's going to do very well. Um, let's see right here. I don't want to show no. I'm not, cause we on X right now. Shit. All they have is some crazy stuff on there. Um, nah, she a certified baddie. All kind of craziness on here too. The algorithm, gotta love the algorithm. Um, but this was the first stream. I don't know. I'm gonna keep streaming on here, see what's up. But this was a failure, I think. I'm probably gonna go live on TikTok to see how that is gonna be also. I wanted to do both. I wanted to stream on both TikTok and YouTube, but there's no way I can. I have to sign an application to go live on TikTok. I didn't know if I had to do that. So yeah, that is unfortunate, but this is probably I'm gonna probably end the stream right here, dog. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, cause I really hope I don't get banned on this shit. Yeah, I'm going to cut that. Cause I'm going to cut that for sure. But this is the end of the stream, man. This is the beginning of a new era. We're gonna continue to do this, no matter who's watching or how many people are watching. We're gonna continue to do this, and we're going to be successful. We will be successful, man. But that's all I gotta say. See y'all next time.